If you're asking yourself the question, should I quit drinking alcohol? You probably should. Hey everybody, it's me, Schwa Potter, and this is The Other Side. Today I want to talk about a question that's probably entered every drinker's mind at some point or another. Should I quit drinking alcohol? Now, if you Google, should I quit drinking alcohol, you're gonna find a bunch of articles and tips and tricks for how to quit drinking, and you're also gonna find some like quizzes and whatnot that are gonna ask you questions about what your relationship with alcohol is like. You know, questions like, are you constantly worried about where your next drink is coming from? Do you schedule your day around drinking? Are you anxious, depressed, or suicidal? Are you involved in dangerous activities like driving or texting your ex while you're drunk? Would you start doing shots of Listerine if there was no more alcohol in the house? Yes, fresh breath and wasted. Woo! In a nutshell, these articles and quizzes are trying to confirm whether you have a dependence or an addiction to alcohol. And if that's the case, you know, should I quit drinking alcohol? It's an easy question to answer. Yeah, you should quit drinking alcohol. But most people aren't addicted or dependent on alcohol to this extreme. I'm gonna throw some statistics at you. God, that's a hard word to say. Nearly 51% of all Americans are regular drinkers. That means they have 12 or more drinks in a year. Yeah, 12 or more drinks in a year makes you a regular drinker. 14% of Americans are infrequent drinkers. That means you have 11 or less drinks per year. And about 7% of Americans have a serious drinking problem. So let's do some math. Ugh, math is hard. 51% of regular drinkers plus 14% of infrequent drinkers equals 65% of the American population that drinks. 65% of Americans who drink minus 7% of Americans who have a serious drinking problem equals 58%. That's almost 190 million Americans who drink alcohol but don't have a dependence or an addiction. But here's the thing, you don't have to be sick. You don't have to hit rock bottom. You don't have to have lost your job. You don't have to have burned down your neighbor's house. You don't have to have done crazy things in your life with alcohol involved for it to be getting in your way. Alcohol got in my way in small ways. First of all, even if I had one drink yesterday, today I would feel the effects of that. It would keep me from being super motivated. It would keep me from getting up that extra half hour early so that I could work out or meditate. I would have little accidents. I'm not talking about breaking my leg or, you know, falling off the balcony, but little accidents here and there. You know, you wake up with a bruise, you wake up with a little cut. You're like, when did I do that? I slept like shit. You know, you think you're sleeping well, you pass out because you had all the booze, but then you're waking up all through the night, you don't get good sleep, you don't dream, you don't go into REM sleep. My hormones were so out of whack. Alcohol fucks up your hormones. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to be healthier, if you're trying to clear up your skin, if you're trying to be happier, you know, alcohol just fucks with all of that. Now, I'm not gonna go into details about what hormones are fucked up and how in this video. We can talk about that in a later video. But I do wanna read you this quote about your sex hormones and how alcohol affects those, because this freaked me out. Alcohol is also thought to change the sex hormones in both men and women. In men, alcohol tends to raise naturally occurring estrogen and progesterone. Honey, you don't want those in your body if you're a man. This can cause reduced sperm count, enlargement of breast tissue, or moobs, and erectile dysfunction. In women, alcohol can raise testosterone levels, which can cause abnormal periods and increased aggression and irritability. Girl, if this is what alcohol does to our bodies, why are we putting it in our bodies? I'll tell you why. It's easy to get, it's cheap, and it's normal in our society to drink alcohol. That's why. We do it because this is just a normal way of living in our society. But the truth is, guys, it's not normal. It's a poison. You're putting a poison in your body. So, back to my original question. Should I quit drinking alcohol? What you really need to ask yourself is it getting in my way? And if it is getting in your way, even if it's in just a little way, like you're not getting up, you're not feeling motivated, you're not following through on your goals, well, my suggestion, take a break. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? You lose weight, you save money, you feel better in the morning, you sleep great, no hangovers, productivity. I mean, there's just The benefits are incredible. At the end of it, you might feel so good you decide to quit for 2 months or 3 months or a year. I mean, why not? Or you might discover that you do want to drink again, but you're doing it more mindfully, more moderately. You've actually stepped back, stepped onto the other side, see what I did there? And assessed what your relationship with alcohol is like. And that is really the key. What is your relationship with alcohol like? Why are you drinking it? Why is it in your life? And how is it possibly getting in your way? So if you're at all curious about what your life might be like without alcohol, I suggest taking a break. I mean, give yourself 30 days booze-free and see how things go. Now you should prepare yourself because the first 3 days to 2 weeks, you might feel shitty. I mean, your body is ridding itself of poison, of toxins. One word of caution, if you're a very heavy drinker, I definitely suggest checking in with your doctor before you try to wean yourself off of alcohol. Physical dependence is serious. My dad actually went into the hospital twice and had to be put into induced comas because he tried to quit drinking, but his body was too dependent, and without medical assistance, he actually seizured and they had to put him into a coma. It's very, very scary and it's very real. But if you're not that heavy of a drinker and you just want to give, a break, a try, go for it. The only thing that can happen is that you get more mindful about your alcohol relationship and hopefully you start to drink less. Thank you for joining me on the other side. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel by clicking the little subscribe button below. Also, feel free to leave any comments on this video. I'd love to hear how alcohol might be getting in your way, whether it's in big ways or little ways, and feel free to email me at theothersidetelevision@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or to have a private conversation. Until next time, stay mindful and keep kicking it on the other side. Ciao for now.